I remember where I was at when I learned of the death of Kobe Bryant and his beautiful daughter. I remember that. I was doing a function in Atlanta for young kid entrepreneurs. And we were in the back waiting to come out to engage these young individuals. And then that news hit. Well, it devastated us, right? I can't imagine how his wife felt losing her husband and her child at the same time. And then the LA County Sheriff's Office, they had the audacity to take pictures of the helicopter crash and publish these pictures. Obviously a violation of protocol, obviously a violation of standard here. And then the department engaged in a massive cover-up to act as if they did not do it, okay? So they get sued. Vanessa Bryant sues them. That's right, you damn right. Hold them accountable. After being sued for them taking the pictures and publishing the photos of the crash site of her husband and her daughter, LA County now wants proof that Vanessa Bryant actually suffered from severe emotional distress. Well, that's the basis of the lawsuit. And I'm glad I have Adrienne here. Let me break down some of the background, okay? Los Angeles County filed a motion asking for Vanessa Bryant to take a psychiatric exam so that a doctor can verify if she indeed suffered ongoing severe emotional distress, anxiety, and depression. Los Angeles County's motion cited a legal precedent for the request for an independent medical examination and accused Vanessa Bryant and her lawyers of stalling and evading complying with the request. Los Angeles County also demanded that Vanessa Bryant pay the county's fees and cost incurred in filing this motion. It gets deeper. Her lawyers responded. Here's the quote. Unable to defend the indefensible conduct of its employees who took and shared horrific photographs of plaintiff's deceased loved ones. And with just a few weeks remaining before fact discovery closes, the county has resorted to scorched earth discovery tactics designed to bully plaintiffs into abandoning their pursuit of accountability. They said Los Angeles County had previously requested everything from Vanessa Bryant's privileged therapist records and middle school report cards in an effort to compel the victims of its employees' misconduct, including 4 teenagers, a 10-year-old child, and a 5-year-old kindergartner, to undergo involuntary psychiatric examinations. I got more. That's horrific enough, but there's more. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, okay? They're in the middle of this. They engaged in the cover-up, not just kind of a cover-up. It was a massive cover-up and scandal when deputies took and shared graphic photos from the helicopter crash in January 2020. In March of that year, the Los Angeles Times reported that for nearly 5 weeks, the leadership of the sheriff's department tried to keep a lid on the episode instead of following the normal investigative protocols, even after determining that several more deputies had obtained photos. The only reason why Vanessa Bryant and the public know about the deputies' photos of the crash scene and its victims was because a person at a local bar saw an LA sheriff's deputy showing gruesome photos taken at the scene of the tragedy. Now, I want to remind you, here's the sheriff of LA County. There he is, Alex Villanueva, AKA Sheriff Villain, who admits that he has a massive gang problem that he cannot do anything about at the sheriff's office. Adrienne, I'm glad your legal mind is on the show. This seems extreme to me. It seems as if it would actually be more, I guess, public relations worthy for them to do a semblance of the right thing. But why are they going full tilt the other way on this?
Well, when you file a claim saying that you have suffered emotional distress as a result of someone's behavior, which is exactly what Vanessa Bryant has done here, you have to show you've been subject to distress. So that generally does involve some kind of psychiatric evaluation. So that is really standard protocol, and it also may be a requirement in order for LA County to be able to invoke its insurance policy so that it can pay for whatever the judgment will be. And so to the extent, Vanessa Bryant and the children would have to be subject to some kind of psychiatric evaluation, but it seems they're also saying that the extent to which the county is requesting information, such as her middle school grade reports, even though I think that's more targeted toward her children, that is going too far. But this is actually standard protocol. And it's disgusting behavior without question, but this is part of the legal process.
Let me ask you this question. Let's say the county does have a policy or protocol to have one of these records part of the judicial process. Can it be a psychiatrist of the choosing of Ms. Bryant? Or does it have to be a psychiatrist that they choose?
It can be a mix of things. It really kind of just depends on what the judge agrees to. Sometimes, most times the parties will have their own psychiatrist, and then the other opposing party will have its own psychiatrist do the evaluation just to see if there are any conflicting expertise on the impact of essentially the defendant's actions here. And the problem is, it's like you're having your children who've already lost their father and their sister have to sit with another psychiatrist who will poke and prod, and then to have that used in a public forum. It's a very difficult thing to do, but I am very glad that Vanessa Bryant is fighting back, because what LA County did, it's not okay.
Yeah, so horrible, but you're right, she's fighting back.